Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to Tarot by Cherie. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great start to their day. Let's get started on today's reading and see what beautiful uplifting messages Spirit may have. All right guys, so I am detecting some sadness here. I'm picking up on a feminine specifically who is, you have a really good energy. You're the type of person who likes to give to others. You're the type of person who will do anything, actually. I was going to say take the shirt off your back for others, but in the case that you're a woman, that's probably not appropriate. So, but I am seeing that the reason you're sad has to do with this masculine over here. There is a lot of love between the two of you. Don't think that he doesn't love you. All right, there's a lot of love between you. So I'm going to try to get more on this and see what the issue at hand is. feels like one of you is unhappy with the other's financial situation. So I feel like it may be balanced to one of you, to the other it's not. So one of you is feeling like you're not bringing as much to the table. Like one person wants the other to bring more, feeling like they're bringing more to the table than you are, so to speak. And I don't know who's listening. I don't know which one of you is listening. Maybe both. All right. But I am detecting that for whatever reason, someone's letting this come between you. All right, or they're at least letting you know how they feel, and this is creating some sadness. Don't forget, the Five of Cups is a reminder to stay in a state of gratefulness, and no matter what we're going through, guys, it's very simple to do. It will raise your vibration tenfold, if not more, and then you will be able to change your life, okay? Life-changing things will happen when you work on yourself and raise your vibration. You will lift yourself into different timelines with different things. Different timelines offer different events, different things, different money scenarios, right? Different types of prosperity or abundance. So you always want to work on yourself, guys. If you're feeling sad and you're feeling depressed, it most likely has something to do with how you're perceiving life. You're looking at life like nothing ever good happens to you. So that's why nothing ever good happens to you. All right. And you know, because you're cementing this thought process, you're using these self-limiting thoughts, and your thoughts and emotions, your thoughts, your emotions, and your perceptions create your life, guys. All right. So I don't know. Let's continue, guys. If I'm going to stick to the reading today, if you have questions, if you're going through something spiritual and you have questions about it, if you're going through something in your relationship and you need someone to help you, you need a reading per se, you need someone who can give you advice. I do phone readings, and I'm also a life coach, okay? So I've had many years experience with a multitude of things, and you know, anyway, I'm here to help you guys. I offer a $20 reading for those of you who are having a tough time. If interested, you can click on the description below the video and email me. All right, let's get back into the reading. I am seeing someone feeling, wow. All right, I'm going to talk to you right now. Someone is going to know that I'm speaking directly to them. And what I'm going to say to you is, I feel your feelings. You're feeling completely lost. You don't know what to do, where to go, what your next move in your life is going to be. You're feeling extremely conflicted right now, and you're having a very difficult time balancing your life, okay? There's also something in your life that needs to go that is creating a lot of unknown situations for you, meaning like you don't have footing on the ground because you don't know what's going to happen next with this. This is either a person or something you're doing, something you're allowing to affect you in a very negative way that is compounding this inner conflict for you and stopping you from finding your way. Okay? So what you need to do is get in a state of gratefulness. Guys, that is always the answer. It doesn't matter what your situation is. It really doesn't. And if you're telling yourself you can't do that because you're going through some terrible thing and you just can't think about that right now, push past it. And well, you don't have to feel the emotions behind it. Just tell yourself what you're grateful for and keep doing that. Eventually your emotions will catch up. All right. All right. So here I'm seeing there's something here about judgment. And I'm seeing two masculines. I feel like this could be father and son. All right. You're both the same person and you're loving and giving. And for whatever reason, though, there's some kind of judgment here. So I don't know if you guys like are, because you're so similar. There. Because you're so similar, I don't know if you're like acting competitive toward one another, or this might be a habit you got into where you compete, you try to outdo each other, or you try to, I don't know, it's strange. It's hard to put into words, but I do see that you're both very giving. And Spirit is saying this is an answer for you that will help you stay on this solid path and get along better and bring you closer. All right, because you're both givers. Spirit is saying get into some side business or get into some volunteering or something where you can give to others because you both love to give. Okay, that's what you makes your heart swell, is giving to others. All right, so like I said, you're both great people. You both have great personalities, but when it comes to each other, you're locking horns. All right, I'm seeing some kind of stuckness here regarding family. Please excuse my throat. All right, but I do see this is regarding family. Something is going to happen. All right, I don't know what this is exactly. If this is a person in your family may have taken sick and you don't know what the outcome is going to be, or something along that line. There is some kind of something you want from a person in your family or a part of your family, and I see that you are going to be celebrating soon, you and your family. So whatever this is, if it's a sick person, they're going to overcome their sickness, or if it's just a situation that you're trying to change with a family member or family members, again, I do see you celebrating. All right, this is very spiritual here. This is a couple or a partnership in the middle. This doesn't have to be romantic now that I'm really checking it out, right? I do see somebody's praying for a partner. Somebody's feeling alone, and you've taken a lot of abuse from this masculine over here, it seems, and you are very much craving love and craving somebody to take your side of things and, share things with and share love between the two of you. And you are wanting that. You haven't had that with this partner that you've been with. So you've had it. You're done. You know what has to be done here. Okay. And I'm seeing movement here. Between this has a dual meaning today here in the center. I feel like this is for somebody who is getting out of one relationship, but there's movement for someone new to come into the relationship. So yes, it is romantic, and I'm hearing your prayers. You're actually praying for someone lovable and someone who will love you and respect you to come into your life. All right, here I'm seeing somebody had something lined up for themselves that didn't work out. It ended. This was something that looked really good. A matter of fact, it looks like you manifested this opportunity, I want to say, in. All right. But before you could get rolling with it, it looks like it ended for some reason. And this really has you today. This has you feeling just really depressed, hopeless about, yeah, guys, when you have a singular thing go wrong, try not to think along that line. Like, what is that saying? Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. So, yeah, don't mosh it all together like your whole life sucks when one thing doesn't work out. Because keep in mind that you're not getting something you wanted or something not going your way, especially if you are vibrating high and you're very positive in life. You're not meant to have that. There's either something better coming in for you or something different that you were meant to have, okay? And when you start taking on that thinking, what you're doing is you're trusting. You're trusting in spirit to take care of your needs like they always have, right? You're still here. You've made it through all kinds of difficult trials and tribulations and tough times, right? Loved ones passing away. And I know your heart is aching. I know a lot of you are going through that. This is a very spiritual time, and we are going to see a lot of our loved ones pass on. Their choice, though, guys, but it's still difficult. It's difficult to be without the people that we love, right? And just always counted on to be there for us. All right, moving on, I'm seeing you're going to get communication. This communication is going to be very freeing to you, Aquas, okay? And something is going to come from this because you're all empaths. This information that you're going to get somehow is going to move you toward some type of financial, I don't know if you're going to see your finances get a bump up, or you're just going to start figuring out ways to eliminate other things that aren't necessary so you can see your bank account flourish. These could be ideas that you're coming up with, ways, but no, it seems to have something to do with something coming in quick that's going to give you, financial freedom. Okay, so you're getting closer to something that, and I will talk to you about this particular layout, what I'm talking about right now, and give you my view on what is happening behind the scenes regarding wealth and prosperity for all, okay? I'm going to give you, and I don't want to hear anything. I don't want comments, political comments, or comments about any of that. I am going to give you, and remember, these readings are completely free. I do them from the, just to help out, really, to help. My job, I feel, my purpose, I feel, is to help you guys move through this very spiritual time we're in and move from, 3D to 5D smoothly. Okay. All right. So getting back to the reading, at the end of the reading, I'm going to give you some info. If you don't want to hear it, then just click off after the reading. All right. But I am seeing this financial freedom here. And we have been talking about how we are much closer to this than we've ever been. Right. All right. So, and this is movement. This is movement toward something financial. So this spread could be looked at as very positive news. Is this a confirmation? All right, let's see. All right, I'm seeing, all right, I'm seeing clarity on your money, guys. Getting clarity on something financial that is going to be a new start for you. All right, this clarity coming in on your money. This is good news regarding money as well. Is going to provide you with a new start, a new beginning, which goes hand in hand with what I want to talk to you about at the end of the reading. All right. Also, this is tangible. You're going to want to hold on to this. It's going to be something that is going to bring in a lot of contentment, happiness, and serenity. Guys, just to wake up and know that you have nothing you have to do. that you can actually wake up, not have to go to a job. You have enough to just take the day, go to the park, go do a day trip, plan a vacation, whatever it is that you want to do, right? Think about how freeing that is going to feel. We have never, I mean, yes, there are people out there that are financially free, that are wealthy, but that is, again, like 1 or 2% of the population. So the rest of us are kind of, we don't know what that's like to just not have to go to work and not ever have to worry about money again, right? All right. So, and it's so embedded in us that even wealthy people still worry. They still worry about their money every single day, even though they have plenty, because it's embedded in us with this third dimensional vibration we've been stuck in. But you're going to get clarity regarding some type of growth that is going to come in. And again, this is a new start, good news around money. And this is something you're going to be holding on to dearly. Okay. All right, let's continue. All right. If you're still with me, guys, please hype the video. It helps me tremendously. I don't ask for money. Just take a quick minute, second, whatever, hype the video, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. All right. Then you'll know when the next video comes out. I give more than readings, guys. I give you information that, if you're awake, this is the place to be, because I don't watch other people's readings. I don't know what their readings are about. Quite honestly, I just don't. I never have. So I have a feeling for the most part unique. I'd like to hear from you guys about that. All right. You don't have to pat me on the back and say, yes, you're unique if you don't really think so. Because I know I have a lot of you out there that are loyal and love me as I love you. But, I'm interested in knowing, two, what are other readers? Is there one thing in common? Is there a common thread that they're all talking about similar things? I'm interested in hearing from you guys about that. Keep it short, please, so I can read all of your comments. All right, but this is about money, okay? And this could be a new financial beginning or a new beginning period with multiple intense positive things coming in. This is spiritual. This is a hand coming out of nothingness, handing you off this huge pentacle. Guys, I'm getting gift from this. I'm getting spiritual gift today from this card like there's no tomorrow. All right, think about it. This spiritual hand coming out of the nothingness, handing us off this huge pentacle, which represents wealth and prosperity. Okay, and it's on top of the growth card. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't wait to tell you what is happening. A lot of you may know if you do a lot of research, all right? But let's finish this up. So something you've been wanting connected, these two cards are connected in my layouts anyway, and this is something you've been wanting and needing. Financial help, financial balance, something financial. And there are a group of people here that are committed to this. This Knight of Wands signifies in this layout a lot of growth. It could also be that there is a masculine out there this morning who is maybe you've gotten another career, new job, you're starting something new financially, so you have this new financial opportunity that you're going to be taking advantage of. But we do have the card of commitment here, along with this group of people who are highly committed to these finances. Okay, so all right, so a lot of you are going through some kind of confusion about love. Okay, you're just feeling confused about love. Obviously, this has to do with your significant, something that is creating some negativity in your life. And when we think in terms of love, we want to have this illusion that it's beautiful and everything's perfect and our person loves us and will do anything for us, and vice versa. And there's no bumps, there's no hitches, it's just perfect. But we know that's not the case, right? So here I'm seeing in the center we have feels like somebody's feeling like this on the daily, like they're carrying this stress that has to do with a lover, all right? And you're feeling like your person is bringing confusion in. Sometimes you're feeling ignored by this person. You don't understand it. Like inconsistencies, I want to say, from your person, right? Like 1 minute they're making you so happy. Your emotions are overflowing. You're feeling secure. You're feeling loved. You're feeling gratitude that you even met this person, that they're in your life. And then the next day, you're just feeling burdened. Like, so this back and forth roller coaster ride, this is for people that feel that way. Can you, comment below the video if this is how you're feeling energetically in your relationship, like your person has you on a roller coaster ride. All right. And then if you do, Spirit is saying, it may be time to really think about making a decision on things, overall things in your life that are not serving you, okay, that bring this, that are making you constantly kind of look over your shoulder, and you're almost waiting for something negative to happen, waiting for the shoe to drop, right? And this is on top of the burdened card, right? And you're trying to be strong, but I am seeing a decision needing to be made regarding a feminine, especially today. Okay, so this might be for someone who needs to hear this message, that you're going through this scenario and you are a feminine. Maybe you need to really give more thought to making a decision on this and be stronger. Okay, all right, let's continue. Oh wow, somebody's focused on getting a victory here. So you are trying to do something, and you are an Aquarius. So again, you are not taking no for an answer on this. This is something you want. I believe you to be a feminine, and I'm seeing a victory card for you and a justice card. Right now, you're not there yet. You're feeling stuck, but you already know the outcome. So in a sense, guys, this is how we manifest. If you're wondering how manifestation works, it works exactly like this. You're focused on your victory before it happens. You're looking at whatever it is, whatever outcome you want. You're using your visioning of it. You're seeing it in your mind's eye. You are smelling the smells in that environment. You're feeling what it feels like to be in that environment. You are, if it's a person, you're envisioning yourself with that person, doing things that you love to do with that person. All right, so whatever it is, you're envisioning your victory before it happens, as if it already has come in. All right, and this is a justice because this is being manifested by a feminine who is feeling stuck right now. However, you're so focused on this victory that you are going to get it. Here is the sun. This is doors opening for you left and right. Look at the spread. Wow. Okay. So these doors are opening for you because of your mindset, Aquarius. This is for those of you who have this mindset. Like, you do not take no for an answer. When you truly want something, you will keep knocking and knocking and knocking until that door falls off the hinges if need be. And with that being said, I'm seeing exactly what I said to you a couple minutes before. This is security. This is wealth, prosperity, feeling like you can just go build a log cabin out in the woods and enjoy nature and just roll around in your money. Okay, because this card means abundance. Okay, and I don't mean to put so much preference on money, but this money, a lot of you don't understand. There are people, all of us are going to receive money, and I'm going to get to that, but some of us that are more in tune with something even more amazing that is coming into play are going to be humanitarians. We're going to be doing humanitarian projects. That is why I talk about this money. It's life-changing. It's going to change us and catapult us into 5D, because we're going to be on an even playing field and there will not be any more hunger. All of us are going to be living like queens and kings. and princesses and princes. Okay, in the center we see this card of abundance, right? The Wheel of Fortune. This is your fortune, guys. This is your wealth, your prosperity, along with your angelic protection. Now these angelic protections have been hovering and protecting these biblical, I want to say biblical monies that are coming to humanity. Okay, this is a God-given gift coming to humanity that has been taken from us unjustly. Moving on, I am seeing this is success, a lot of success. And this also represents a king, an older person, an older masculine who's in charge of this and is in control of this. Not full control, didn't actually come up with this, but is going to give, pull the lever, I heard. So maybe give the go ahead for when the timing is right for us to receive, for the doors to open, the doors, the financial doors. Okay, this card represents doors opening, right? And positive things coming in. If you look at this card, guys, what do you see? That warm, beautiful feeling of the sun on your face, a childlike behaviors, nature, flowers, everything that can represent beauty, right? Animals out in the nature, whatever, however you want to view that. All right. And I see that this is going to end all of our strife, our brokenheartedness. That is why it's important for all of us to let go of all of the negative emotions. We cannot fully attain this we have to lose this third dimensional heavy density that we've been living in if we want to move into the fifth, which is a lighter density, a happier, easier time for us that we're moving into, right? So we have to end this. So it's time, guys. There's not much. This window is not going to stay open much longer. It's a time for release. Make sure you're releasing everything. All right, I'm going to get into what I wanted to talk to you about. Very positive things, especially if you're understanding about Nasara Jasara and what it means. Okay, there are, if you were to look it up, you're going to see two different, they're basically two completely different, they look the same, but they're not. Okay, one was going to be used by the wrong people who have unjustly enslaved us and caused a lot of pain and sorrow for us in our lives. And the other is the true Nasara Jasara, who has just our good in mind for us. And it's a whole, it's a culmination of laws, right, that were put into place under an umbrella of a law kind of thing. That's the easiest way I can describe it. And there's a lot of awesome things in there that we've never seen before that are going to come into play. All right. And they're happening now. They're happening now. However you want to look at, you know, oh, I hate that person that I heard on CNN or whatever, you know, I don't want this mess on my channel. I will ban you from the channel. I'm giving you fair warning. Okay. Take this good information and either deny it to yourself and stay in the third dimensional thinking, or be happy and positive about it. You know, don't write anything negative about it. But so let's go here. They're saying that there's going to be some kind of a break coming up, some kind of downtime, right? Where it almost feels like a quiet time. This could be hours, days, weeks even. And then we're going to have, it's like we're going to wake up from sleep or something, and we're going to have all of these finances coming in. This is all of your dreams, your wishes coming to a head, like culminating all at once. It's got a lot of love behind it. Like there's a lot of love involved in this, and it's financial and it's material wealth, and it's happy families and it's celebration, all right? And this is the new start for the world. This is a world celebration, if you will, after a quiet time, all right? And then everybody's focusing on a masculine somewhere along the line, to I guess to pull this off, to start it, to it's all about timing. I've always said that to you guys. All right, now let's talk about the good stuff. This is all falls under Nasara Jasara. So one of the things that's happening now is I see a president online talking about no more income taxes could happen very soon. And I see the steps being taken. Things have to be done slowly because laws have to be abided by. And we have to be very careful with that, right? So this isn't a lawless presidency. So we're seeing everything being done by the book. Now, moving a step further, we've already seen a lot of positive things, right? All these murderers and people creating chaos in the streets, they're being deported back to their countries. A lot of these people, not all are bad, but a country just can't handle that kind of thing. And they were brought in they were given a bunch of stuff so that they would vote for a particular party, right? So it was just done illegally, and now we're paying the price with all of this stuff going on all over the world, right? All over the United States. Anyway, I don't want to get lengthy with this, but so closing up the borders to make us safer, all right, that is number one for me. I want to know that I can leave my house and maybe finally walk down the street at night by myself and not be afraid. All right. And we want our children to be able to come home from school in the winter when it's dark and not be afraid for them. Right. So that is very important. The next thing was no tax on tips. That's huge. All right. How about no tax on overtime? I have a friend who thought he got some kind of, he got all excited because he thought he got a Christmas boost early. It was a lot of money. And I said, no, that is your no tax on tips. I'm pretty sure then it went through already because he noticed it. And I told him that he's going to see that every payday, and he's ecstatic. Okay. No one's ever done that for us before. No one's ever really looked out for us. That yes, they said the words, but we're looking at actions, guys. Just look at the actions. Stop listening to words. All right. If you're confused about what's going on, you might, you're seeing a war. You're seeing a literal war between good and evil. So if you're confused about what is happening, it's simply that. And, just go by the actions of people, not the yada, yada, yada stuff, right? That a person's actions is always what I go by. I don't listen to their words. Their actions mean everything to me, even in a relationship or a budding relationship. All right. So that being said, now we're hearing about probably going to have no income taxes, no property taxes. All right. We have monies going to newborns now, $1,000 going into an account that can be added to throughout the child's lifetime up until they're 18. When they're 18, they can go into that account, and there's so much that can be added. I guess parents could add like up to $5,000, I think it is, every year. And I'm sure that includes grandparents. We used to have bonds and stuff like that for our grandchildren, but now it's, and they're saying by the time they're 18, if we did that, they would have like $200,000 in the bank. What a nice start for kids to have like a money for a down payment on a house or school or whatever, right? Just a great beginning to their life. All right, so we have that. All these positive things, and they are all part of Nasara Jasara. They are happening right before our eyes. Okay, so there was talk about a dividend. Now, I've been telling you all along that a dividend is not a stimulus check. If you look up the word dividend, it is monies being like a timely check you know, could be monthly, could be yearly, whatever, on a pot of money, like some type of investment that builds money, that is growing, that as it grows, you get a check on excess, right? So this is what we're talking about now. You'll hear a lot about dividend checks. Dividend checks. A lot of times when you're reading about them, they're in parentheses, okay? They're trying to catch your eye. A lot of things are hints. They're hints to us to try to, catch our attention, because a lot of things can't just be said right now for different reasons, okay? Everything has to be done by the law. So dividends are coming, guys. These are going to be monthly checks that we are going to get. When are they coming? When are they coming? I don't know. It's a timing thing. Please don't ask me. If I knew, I would be very excited and I would tell each and every one of you. All right? But so now we know how this is looking like it's going to be planned out. Some kind of so everything's going to stop, or I keep hearing the world's going to stop, and I didn't want to say it before because I know I have people on the channel who get scared easily. Do not have fear. You are moving into something beautiful, okay? So just roll with it and trust. Trust in spirit. Spirit has your back, like he or she or they or it always has. It's an energy, right? Source is an energy. It's in everything. It's in all of us. So I am seeing this quiet time here. I'm seeing this. This may even come before the quiet time happens, okay? Because it looks like it's going to unfold that you're either going to hear about these monies, there's going to be an announcement, or they're going to start coming. And I feel that they're going to start coming in dribs and drabs. I've always felt this way. So a check here, not necessarily, like different monies coming for different things, okay? Not just one source, in other words. And then I'm seeing here, the focus is on this very powerful king again. The king, all right? Remember I said that to you about the king, guys, all right? I believe there is a king of a kingdom, obviously, all right? Is it a king of the U.S.? Is it a king of the planet at this point? Is it a king, a name for someone who's creating peace all over the world? A peace king, maybe? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and find out. All right, guys? But that is today's reading. I know I went super long. I love each and every one of you. And you guys take care.